What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bad the Ball and Wood. I'm coming to you guys today with another lit reaction video, bro. So in this reaction video today, man, the truth about Zooted. Is Seven about to expose Zooted? And what's next for her? Hey, man, I don't know what's gonna happen, but chat prayers in the comment section below. I do not want to see a group that's positive and that's just like so inspirational and motivational like Zooted separate, man. This is crazy. Anyways, let me know what y'all think, man. For real? You lying, cuz. Hey Mo, I know y'all playing. Anyways, please like, comment, and sub. Let's get to the video.
Hey Seven Nation. Hey,
what up, Sev?
Zooted fans.
What's up, Sev? How you doing,
hey,
Sev? What
everybody
up?
that's watching this, cause just hey. So today I'm kind of here to talk about, as you can tell from the title, the state of Zooted. From my opinion, nobody really knows that I'm doing this video, but
yeah,
I think we can talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Especially since, you know, I'm also going to talk about a decision that I need to make, that I'm trying to make, that I pretty much think I've made.
That's tough.
I'm just kind of, I want to get y'all opinions too. I've gone through like friends, I've gone through business partners, DDG, other business partners that I have. I've gone.
That's not bad. Like, see, she's handling it the right way. Other people like Riley did not do it the right way, bro, at all. Like, she's really like handling it the right way. Like, she talked to everybody and then she made a video about it.
Gone through family and everybody but DDG kind of agrees with my decision, but we'll get into that. First, I kind of want to talk about Zooted. I want to start the conversation here because then when I go into, you know, my situation, I think it'll make a little more sense.
Facts.
It'll be a little easier to understand why I feel the way I feel. So, as far as Zooted is concerned, I think that we all have really high expectations for Zooted.
Yeah.
You guys have really high expectations.
Expectations? It's lit though. Zooted be lit though.
Expectations for Zooted, and I think we let y'all down a little bit. You know, I think we were, you know, a group, a very unusual group. You know, you don't see a lot of groups like us.
Yeah.
And
it's like the Cloud House.
Very different personalities, very beautiful personalities, very beautiful people. And I think you guys wanted us to be, you know, what we have the potential to be, what we still have the potential to be.
That's facts. That's facts.
I don't necessarily think we completely fumbled the ball. I just think that we're all focused on different things right now. So yeah, I think that y'all expectations were so high for us, we kind of let y'all down a little bit. And with that,
because like some of y'all don't even be posting like that, and some of y'all do be posting, and some just be too turned. I don't know.
That being said, it's because I'm going in circles. I always talk in circles because I be forgetting, and I've been drinking coffee. It's because we all have our own thing going on. Like, you know,
True.
Lala is, you know, Lala, she's always moving around.
Yeah.
She's always doing stuff. She's a very busy girl. She's a businesswoman, so.
Yeah. She like about to open up, I think, her own like clothing brand or like her own clothing line, and it looks pretty lit, man. I'd honestly get something for like, you know, my family in the near future if she launches the type of brand that I like or they like. Who knows? She
keeps it moving as much as possible.
Yeah.
TDG is focused on being a rapper. He quit YouTube. Yeah. I am a mom, and I think that I get a little discouraged sometimes because, you know, I think that I sometimes need DDG to be on my channel in order for it to be good. Yeah. And that's not always the case. And you know, Bree is Bree. She kind of, you know, has a hard time finding her place on YouTube. Yeah,
like I've been seeing like that, and I also been seeing like the numbers too. But y'all can't worry about the numbers. Y'all just got to keep going. Like a wise man once told me, and I want y'all to know this too. Hustlers don't stop; they keep going. Like run it up them digits. You feel me? Yeah.
Crystal has a baby and other things going on just like I do. You know, we go through our shit, baby daddy drama, and we get in our moods where we don't want to do stuff. And
Facts.
yeah, Dan is, last time I talked to Dan, Dan was with his family in Louisiana because they lost their house due to the hurricane. So definitely reach out to Dan and send your prayers if you can. But
yeah,
I say that to say that I think that we're all in very different places right now, and we can't focus on being a group because we're focused on ourselves as individuals, and that's not a bad thing.
And life issues.
I think that I'm sort of kind of the oldest of the group, maybe.
Yeah.
Dan has me, or Bree has me, and I'm still trying to figure myself out and figure my shit out. And DDG's younger than me, and Crystal's younger than me, and Lala's younger than me. So I know, you know, where they're at, because where I was at, you know, they're way better than what I was when I was their age, but I know that they're still trying to figure it out too. You know, I know DDG's having a hard time, you know. I think he's trying to figure himself out a little.
He just want to be accepted, bro, in like the music limelight, bro. Only because he feels rejected in that area. Nobody wants to collab with him almost. I don't think. Me personally, I don't know. I don't know. But he wants to be in the music like scene right now.
A little bit.
I'm assuming.
And he thinks that, you know, in order to be this rapper, that he can't be this YouTuber, but
yeah,
I believe that he can, you know. It was YouTube that made people even pay attention to your music.
Facts.
But
like them videos, bro, that they posted on YouTube back in the day, that's what made me listen to music.
I think we're all a little bit lost, and I hope that nobody takes offense to that, me saying that. Nobody in Zooted. I think we're all at the point where we don't really know what we want to do in life and who we are 100% in life. And so it makes it hard to concentrate on one thing and be good at one thing. So yeah, that's like pretty much all I have to say about Zooted.
True.
I know y'all think like people, y'all notice that Lala doesn't really film with anybody, but I just think it's, honestly, Lala is a very shy person. I'm really just getting to get to know Lala. I honestly was eerie about her for a really long time, mostly because she was so quiet every time we would be around each other. But now that we've started hanging out more, we've started drinking together, you know, when you drink you just start talking. And
facts. Like, it's like, hey, chat, listen, two people tell the truth in this world: drunk people and kids. And they like, you'll really know if someone messes with you or not if you get them drunk.
You know, I'm realizing that she has a lot of personality. She's just a Taurus, so it's gonna take a while for you to get into it. But
facts.
There's nothing actually wrong with Zooted. There's nothing. The plan, you know, could have been flawless. I just think that we're all a little bit lost. Yeah. And we got to figure it out, and then get back and try to be, you know, good as a collective. We got to be good within ourselves, and then the collective will work.
I get what you're saying.
So for me, now it goes to me.
Yeah.
I think that it's time for me to go home.
Oh, what?
My lease is coming.
Yo, no, 7. You about to go back to the DMV?
Coming to an end, and I was looking at apartments out here, and I found a couple places, and I'm getting ready to go on a couple tours out here. But I am in a transitional phase.
Yeah.
Where I'm kind of finding my identity again. I think I lost it for a while in my relationship, and it happens, you know. I think it happens to DDG a lot, so I think that's why he, you know, kind of,
that's a fact, like,
has so many ideas that he can't process because, you know, he gets around different people, and it kind of confuses him a bit. And I think it happened to me. You know, I lived in LA back when I did Bad Girls Club, and when I got home, I swore I would never come back here. I swore I would never live here. I hated it here because I really couldn't find my place out here. And
you got to protect your energy though, 7. You got to watch who you be around, who you hang around, who you associate with. That's just all about protecting that energy, because you will lose yourself. People will drain you, and you just got to know to love people from a distance, almost.
And I came here because somebody else wanted to, because the Taliban wanted to. It's what Taliban wanted to do, and I'm grateful because, you know, I got mad at him one night, went out, and I met DDG.
Yeah.
Something that I didn't expect to happen. You know, I thought we were coming out here for him, not for me.
This is crazy.
And I'm super thankful for meeting DDG, but I feel like, you know, I got my thing and I need to take it and run with it. And I feel like I can't do that here because, well, I feel like I'll just be okay at it here.
Yeah. Because
everybody's so focused on themselves right now that, you know, we don't film as much, it's obvious, and we're not filming with each other, and I don't really have any friends out here. And it's not to say I haven't tried to make any friends, but LA is a tricky place. LA is not what you think it is.
Yeah.
It is a place of opportunity, but it's a different type of opportunity. And
it's like the people in LA, not everybody, but just certain people in LA, they'll portray as like great people, like it's like good friends, like how's it going? My name's such and such, like my name is Isaac, or my name is such and such, and like they will do you dirty. They'll put you in a trick bag, bro. Like it's crazy. It's not what you think it is. They could be wealthy like you, but still like your homies and your dogs are not really your homies and your dogs, straight like that.
And me being a mom, I don't think it's the opportunities I need. I think a lot of girls out here are, you know, they're working on their Instagram stuff, but they're also looking for a guy that's going to snatch them up and
support them,
take them to that next level.
Yeah.
I've made some mommy friends out here, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to put their business out there, but, you know, they're doing stuff that as a mom I personally wouldn't do.
Yeah.
So those relationships didn't work. I've tried to go to like house parties and clubs and stuff out here. Well, the clubs are closed, but I went to a house party, for example, the other night, and it was cool, but I kind of just was sitting there like, yeah, watching everybody do their do out here. Sitting here like, this is not where I belong either.
It's not where I belong either.
So
it's just like, you know where you belong, you not, and like you do not belong. Honestly, she's talking that talk right now. She's telling the truth. It's just you gotta find your selective group who are on the same level as you, or if not even like a little bit above you, but they have that right mindset and they know, like, you know, what same time you on.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a hard time finding, you know, I've been feeling like this the entire time, like I really didn't know where my lane was in LA.
Yeah. And
I kind of just was like, maybe your lane is not in LA, and that's not a bad thing, you know? It's just like, I don't think here is for me. I think me being with my family and me filming with my family and really doing this YouTube thing with my family is probably going to do way more than LA could do for me.
Yeah.
And
because like you could do pranks with your family, you can do vlogs with your family, you can literally do so much with your family instead of FaceTiming your mom, or instead of FaceTiming like your family in like the area where you're from. But yeah, you know, like I completely understand what you're talking about right now, Seven. I understand, because you don't have nobody to do it with. It's just you, Six, and Taliban. I feel you.
That's not to say I wouldn't be back and forth. I would definitely come back and forth and
allergies,
film, bro. Still with all the same with Zooted, with DDG, but yeah, I think that I could really show who I am more back around my family. Like I said, I think I kind of lost myself in my relationship for a minute, and you know, I got kind of quiet, and I stopped doing the things that I like. I don't skateboard anymore. I don't just go out.
I ain't know you skateboard.
Outside and go on walks. I don't climb trees anymore. I don't do the stuff that initially made me me anymore. And I think that going back to I always looked at my family like I need to get away from them because they're a crutch for me. Yeah. But if I use the crutch in a different way, I think it'll work. Like, instead of using them when something's completely going wrong and going to cry to them. Yeah. I could use them as a stepping stone. Like, my family's hilarious, especially my mama. Facts. And I think that they bring out the best parts of me, and I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I'm in a better space right now. I'm really, really like
driven to move back.
I'm figuring out where I went wrong, how it went wrong, and how to make it right. For example, I'm writing again. Nobody even knows I'm a really good writer.
I already know that. You got to publish a book, Seven. You have that fan base right now that if you publish that book, people will buy it and people will like that book, and you can become a writer.
Brooke thinks that I should get on here and share some of my writings, and I'll think about it. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear my writings. But
yep.
I'm writing again, and as I write, I think I turned my brain off for a while. I think I really stopped thinking because I just didn't want to think, because I didn't know how to balance the negative thoughts and the positive thoughts. So sometimes the negative thoughts would eat me up most of the time, but I'm opening my brain more and I'm thinking again, and I'm thinking of a master plan that I think will be executed best with my family. Yeah, I really think me getting a place back home. So what I'm doing now is that I'm still going to my apartment walkthroughs here. So I'm gonna look at them. I was supposed to be getting a house out here, but plans have changed.
What? You supposed to get a crib out there?
And that's okay. But I'm still gonna, excuse me, I'm burping. I'm still gonna go to the apartment walkthroughs out here this week and look at them, and I'll probably put a deposit on one here and one back home, and then by the time I make my decision when it's time to move, I'll have 2 places waiting to wherever I decide to go. So I just kind of wanted to know what y'all think. Like, that's just really how I'm feeling. I think that while everybody is focusing on themselves, that would be best for me, because LA is just, it's not for family.
Yeah.
And I was really starting to watch like some of the biggest YouTubers, like Queen Aj and her family, or what's that?
Right there in the live with it, yeah. Live with it, yeah.
Family, Damien and Bianca.
Yeah.
Like, they don't live here. They don't need to live here. And honestly, some of the families that live here are fucked up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really want y'all to see who I am beyond the crazy baby mama and beyond
Bad Girl Club
and just Six's mama. And I want Six to see who I am. I think, Six came when I kind of, I lost myself. And I don't think he gets to experience who I am when I'm fun and I'm crazy and I'm passionate about stuff. So,
low key, I don't think you should move back home, but I do think that you should move out of LA, or just do whatever your heart tells you to do. I think you should just search, and you should just like travel a little bit more, Seven. Like go to Atlanta, go to Texas. I don't know if you've been to those places, but I'm just like throwing it out there, like Miami. Just see like which place you like. I know you might want to move back home because of your family and stuff, but I just say, like, if you got the opportunity, just go to like a different place. Maybe you just need like a breath of fresh air.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, I film with DDG like once a month, maybe that. I could come fly here, and Six will have a stable place to be while I'm back and forth between LA and DC, and I have a really good business idea that I don't want to say too early, because if somebody steals my business idea, I'm going back to Bad Girls Club and I'm putting my foot in their ass. But I have a really good business idea, but I need to really run it up, get settled in, and
you definitely got to run it up.
Take all that running up and throw it into this business, because I literally want to put like $200-300K into this business the first go round, because I want it to be that good. And that's really it. Like, I don't know what to say. It makes me smile even thinking about going back home. I just know that if I go back home, I cannot go home and do what I'm doing here and be lazy with YouTube. And
you can't play around with it. You got to go crazy. It's grind time.
not be on it like I should be, I know I have to really go home and hustle and knock out videos every day of the week, maybe get one day of the week off, because this can be a lot sometimes. And I can do that with my family, and I can give my family an opportunity, you know. DDG doesn't think it's a good idea, but, you know, I was telling him I want to give my family the same opportunity you gave yours, and he was just like, you know, move them here.
Yeah.
And what I was
only reason he's saying move them there, Seven, like, honestly, me personally, I'm from DC, and I don't like DC at all. I love it as like my family there, but it's a lot of hateful people there overall, man. Like DDG know it's a lot of hateful people in Pontiac. That's why he's in California. You won't see him going back to Pontiac overall, man. Like, he even said it in the interview at one point. I think it was like a Vlad interview, or like a interview like with CHRIS, something like that. I don't know, but you know, and I know that DC's a jungle. Taliban be rapping about it. Your baby father rap about DC being a jungle. No disrespect to Mr. Taliban, but DC, like, I don't recommend it at all, because it's a lot of jealousy and it's a lot of hateful spirits there. Like, it's a lot of hate there, like, in that city overall. If somebody see that, like, you're on top and this and that, or even like sometimes Maryland as well. No disrespect to those two places, but it's not the wave.
Telling him was, you know, I would love that. That's what I wanted to do. I offered that to them, for me to get a house and move them in and do it like that. But one, I can't ask them to do that, and two, I think that my family has watched me get so many opportunities and not handle them properly. Yeah,
that's a fact.
That if I was them, I would be a little nervous to, you know, take that leap of faith in me, because I'm questionable as well.
And also spontaneous.
My bad. But I think I had to prove to them. But even still, like, I don't want to move them here, because LA is not where I want to be. I said I was going to stay for 2 years and I was going to leave. I didn't make it the second year. But I was going to leave anyway. So that wasn't fair to pack them up and move them. I want to buy a house in Florida. I actually want to build a house from ground up in Florida.
Oh, let's go.
Or Texas. I haven't really decided yet. I have family in Texas. Yeah, the plan was never to stay in LA. My plan was never even to come back in LA. I was always, for the last 4 years of my life, I was going with somebody else's plan. And for one, I want to go with my plan. I want to go what I want to do. I want to go with what I think is going to work best for me and my kid, because I'm like, you know, I've just been sitting thinking, and I've been writing, and I'm like, I'm not going back to work. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with going to work, but I have an opportunity to not have to go to work, and I'm not doing what I can with it. And like, I have the craziest family that you've ever seen. Like, you guys haven't even scratched the surface of them. Like, there's more people like my mom, there's more people like me, there's more people like Brooke. Yeah. So yeah, I think that
then fly them out. Fly them out and like put them on your videos, and that's like the best I can tell you is what I would do. I'd fly them out, chop it up with them, put them in a video, collab with them a little bit.
With them is where I'll grow the most, and I thought I had to get away from them to grow, and I really think I was just making excuses
Family
to make
is
myself
though.
Feel better about following what somebody else wanted instead of what I wanted.
Family's everything.
But look what I got from it, you know. When that mother effer walked in the club, I had no idea who he was. I just saw a guy with chains on his security. I'm like, oh, must be another one of these LA people. I had no idea I was talking to a YouTuber. Like, he's like, take my business number, and I'm like, what the fuck is your business? Not your business. So I'm definitely grateful.
See, that's a blessing in disguise, bro. Take my business number.
But I think it's time to turn up, and I'm just bored in LA. Like, and not to say I won't be bored back home, but it's different. Like, I stay in the house a lot and I don't get dressed a lot, because if you're not partying and going places and you know, my friends don't call me and say, hey, you want to just go on a walk or go do this. They be like, hey, you want to go to such and such celebrity house? And I'm like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. Like, I'm somebody's mama. Is no.
He's somebody's mama.
I don't want to hustle backwards. You know, I've had my fun doing that in the past.
Facts.
Why would I go sit at their house? Their big ass house, you know?
Exactly.
They're established. There is nothing they can do for me. And yeah, that's really it. I feel like I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah.
I just think that I will flourish more in an environment that makes me happy.
You gotta follow your heart, and at the end of the day, you have to do whatever it makes you happy. And on that, chat, I'm ending it. Do whatever makes y'all happy, man. Don't do what y'all parents want y'all to do. Don't do what y'all friends want y'all to do. Don't do what your aunt, uncle, don't do what anyone want you to do. Do whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. And they want you to do what they dream that they could do. So do whatever makes you happy. As long as it can benefit you, as long as it can take care of you and your family and the people you love. That's it, chat. Please like, comment, and sub. Not to mention stay juiced up. Yeah! I love each and every one of y'all. 2 mil, we on the way. Let's get it.
I can't get no rest. We in the house. I fall asleep with a tech. Splashing on the pills.